Thank you.
Play will resume in 30 seconds. Fifteen seconds. Time.
Cci International 2019 quarterfinal match. Faris of Egypt to serve. Karim Al-Hamami of Egypt to receive. Best of 5 games. Love all.
All right, good evening, folks. Welcome back to the CCI International Match 2 here. Quarterfinal day. Pranay, what are your thoughts on the match? Predictions?
Exciting match on show between the two Egyptian competitors, Faris Dasuki and Karim El Hamami. I'm really favoring a Faris win today. He's been looking sharp this whole tournament. What do you think, Karan?
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, Faris coming back from a lengthy injury. Injured about a year and a half ago in Hong Kong. Brutal ACL injury, but good to have him back on the circuit right before the TOC.
Silence, please.
At the left, please settle down.
Yes, absolutely. He's just such a furious competitor. Loves to play at a super fast pace, and any chance he gets, he likes slotting that ball in. Good entertainment for the crowd here at the CCI.
Definitely would favor Faris, but Hamami has been playing some top-class squash this week as well, taking out two big names in the form of Mossad and of course homeboy Aditya Jagtap.
Yeah, really commendable in that first round, coming back from 2 games to love down, beating local boy Aditya Jagtap. And then yesterday taking out his much more illustrious compatriot Omar Mossad.
Hand out 2-1.
Some early confusion there with the call. A no let given.
I give the decision. Carry on, please.
Expecting this one to be a cracker, both, as you mentioned, Pranay, attacking players. Actually a repeat of a World Junior final a couple of years ago where, upsetting the seeds, Hamami took Dasuki out.
I think this is exactly what we would have expected. Free-flowing squash to all 4 corners of the court. Neither player is really waiting to feel each other out. I'm sure they know each other's games really well.
Absolutely, and you can't help but think of the advantage that Hamami has coming into this match, having played on this court and a lengthy match at that. Disuki, of course, on the more conventional courts in his first 2 rounds.
Yep, I'm sure that plays a big role
3-2.
in each player's preparation. We've seen through the week, given the breezy weather and probably the coolest Bombay's ever been all year, the ball really has to be hit to come out to the back, and once you hit a good length, it really sticks.
4-2.
Just like that, Disuki out an early 4-2 lead. Dictating the pace here. Finding his length. It's one-way traffic here. Saul Faris, as you can see, occupying a good position on the tee.
5-2.
Hamami struggling to find the back of the court with his length.
Yep, Fash really working Hamami around the court right now. He's clearly come out of the gates firing.
Some nice quick exchanges in the front. Hamami coming out on top.
Hand out. 3-5.
Yep, it's all reflex work there.
Hand out. 6-3.
So Pranay, a star-studded lineup, the 2019 Cci International. Which up-and-coming players caught your eye this week?
Out.
I mean, it's hard not to mention Mahesh's big win over Marwan
7-3.
yesterday, taking out the illustrious world number 5, and a huge win in front of his home crowd. It's been great to see some good Indian players in the mix. Ramit as well, advancing to the semis, taking out Tom Richards 3-love yesterday, and then unfortunately Saurav having to pull out, giving Ramit the walkover today. I was also quite impressed by Ike Pahares in that last game against Tariq Moment. Ike coming off a tough win against Nick
8-3.
Bueller yesterday, really giving Tariq a run for his money. Who's been your pick of the tournament, Karan?
I do agree, I have been very impressed with the Indian boys. It's been fantastic to see
9-3.
our homegrown talent coming good at these big PSA events.
It's also hard not to mention Yusuf Ibrahim. He was really dictating play against Tariq in that second round match
10-3.
yesterday.
Game ball.
Just showing the kind of talent he has at the young age of 19.
Faris has run off to a very early lead, dictating the pace.
11-3. Game to
And just like that,
Disuki.
wraps up the first game
Disuki leads 1 game to
quite
none.
handily. 11-3.
8
Game 2.
seconds.
I think Hamami's definitely going to have to change things up. Inject some pace and get Faris off that tee if he stands any chance. Faris looking very, very strong here on this last court.
Disuki leads 1 game to love. Love all. One love.
Nice deep squash here at the start of the second game. I think this is what Hamami needs to do. Find his length. Get Faris off that tee.
Yeah, good use of height.
And stop class from Faris.
Taking the ball
Two
on the half
love.
volley at the tee. Just slotting it in that front left nick.
You can see Faris taking the ball in very early, choosing to go attacking instead of building that point, and seems to be paying dividends.
Yeah, he's just picked off where he left off in that last game. Playing at a furious pace, punishing everything, every opportunity Hamami gives him.
Three love.
Weathering the pressure there for a bit, but Hamami seems to just be getting beaten for pace.
Not up.
Faris has just been striking that ball so cleanly all game.
Four
Hitting
love.
those straight lines so beautifully, not letting up and giving Hamami even a breath.
Exceptional cross court there from Faris, once again showing that
Five love.
not only can he do it in the front of the court, but his length is exceptional as well.
Yes, let.
Yes leg. Five love. Left side.
Slightly lucky there,
Six love.
off the side wall. As Sachika mentioned earlier on, Faris, a former champion here. Feels like he's right at home, running away with the
Seven love.
second game once again.
Eight love.
Hamami must change something with the pace. Struggling to get the ball to the back of the court. And just as I say that,
Hand out.
some exceptional shot making.
1-8.
Stop.
It's one-way traffic here. Nothing seems to be stopping Faris
And
tonight.
out. 9-1.
Not a pickup was good.
His pickup was good. 10-1. Game ball.
A very quick game.
11-1.
Second game to
To
Disuki.
Disuki. Disuki leads. 2 games to love.
I started playing squash professionally when I was 8 years old. I was like really excited by hearing the sound of the ball. So I just want to be there. Even if I'm not playing, I just want to listen to that ball sound. I started playing squash professionally when I was 8 years old.
Yeah, but it's been all one-way traffic so far. Faris really dictating the pace, moving Hamami from corner to corner, and Hamami seeming to
Court
have
service,
no
please.
answer.
Acrobatic effort there from Hamami. Just a little short.
Down. And out. 1-all.
Probably one of the first errors we've seen off Faris's racket. He's just been so accurate all match. I think Hamami
And
is just a
out.
little dumbfounded,
2-1.
having gone the wrong way and just lost sight of the ball.
Nice exchanges down this backhand side. Hamami needs to be a little patient. Work Faris a little more. And just like that, drawing the error from Faris.
And out. 2-all.
Great retrieval there from Rami in the front of the court. Solid counter drop.
3-2.
Yep. Not an easy ball to pick up, but he found a way to put that back with interest.
Down.
Just catching the top of the tin there. Nice idea.
4-2.
Third error off his racket this game.
Nice pick up there from Hamami. Quickly back in the point. And on the attacking foot once again.
We've seen that short, really hard cross court from Faris a couple of times. It's so typical of the Egyptians to play that sort of half length, really hard across the court.
Just like
Yes, leg.
court services, please.
It's a nice long rally. I think a fair call was a let there.
Yep. You feel like Hamami is going to have to extend the rallies here if he wants to have a shot at taking the third game.
Four two. 4-2. Right. Hand out.
Just clipping the top there
3-4.
again from Hamami.
Yeah, I think fair credit to him for creating that opening with that great lob from the front. But just clipping the top of the tin, like you said.
Once again, flawless stuff from Faris. Some nice misdirection.
4-all.
Squares it up at 4-all here on the third game. He's definitely looking a step slower
5-4.
today, Pranam. You can't help but not think of the 5 long games in his legs after that brutal encounter with Mossad yesterday.
Yeah, actually, 2 days in a row he's had 5 setters. Can't be easy in a tournament like this, playing at the level professional squash that they're playing. He's obviously overperformed his seeding already.
Acrobatic retrieval then again from Hamami. He's not throwing in the towel. Oh, but that is just way too good from Dasuki. And the Mumbai crowd absolutely loves this squash.
Yeah, but I think Indian fans are used to seeing this brand of squash. Having grown up watching players like Vikram, Saurav, Ramit.
Thank you.
This guy has more than a decade
Yeah, please.
experience on who? Faris, no?
6-4.
For 1 year, he was injured. He was injured for 1 year.
Mami thinks that ball was down. Continuing on with the rally. Playing on well though. He's definitely going to be a little upset after this rally regardless.
Yes, lad. There is a line to the ball, Mr. Desuki.
Hamami upset about the pickup, Dasuki upset about the call.
All pickups are good. Mr. Don't raise your finger.
The referee is trying to maintain some order here.
Sometimes commentators.
Yes, lad.
referees are
6-4.
Yeah, I think the referees have always taken a hard line on discipline throughout the course of this tournament we've seen.
No lad.
Fantastic shot from Hamami there, clipping the side wall, probably in his
No
favor.
lad.
Maybe just a bit
And
harsh
out.
on Faris. I think he was on it like a flash.
5-6.
It'd be nice to see Hamami string in a couple of good points, extend this match. That's what the crowd wants to see.
There's really not much you can do about that.
And out. 7-5.
You think this will go into 4?
Again, you see Faris with the pressure.
Thank you.
It's very honest play from Hamami, calling his ball down. Great to see.
8-5.
Yeah, and just like that, Faris has opened up a 3-point lead in this game. Playing fast and furious, putting that ball in short. Hamami with no answer.
9-5.
James. Saurav is not. You don't see matches today. He announced, no? Huh? He announced, no, after first.
I think
10-5.
over the course of this game,
Mad
Faris's
ball.
quality just showing through. Hamami obviously a bit fatigued from the last 2 days, but really leagues of difference between the two. You
No,
got it?
absolutely. I think he's been faultless
11-5.
today.
Match to Dutsuki.
It's great to see spirited performance from both.
3
We
games
wish
to love.
Hamami well. Hope it's not too bad.
Especially for me because this is the second match I play since 14 months out from for an injury. I'm actually feeling that I'm playing well and enjoying the game more than before, and I feel yeah I'm getting a bit ready for the upcoming matches. You know, not like 100% there yet, but hopefully we'll be there soon.
Any thoughts on the next match, which you're playing the winner of James Willstrop and Mahesh Mangaonkar?
Yeah, like as we all know that that Willstrop is the former world number one, and he's playing incredible squash. He's one of the big names in this sport. And Mahesh, he did really well this tournament, and he beat yesterday Marwan. He was the world number 3, so for sure he's improving, and he's doing something better to beat these guys.
Well, congratulations. We'll see you back again tomorrow.
Half time.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're here for the third match of the evening. Mangaonkar of India, James Willstrop of England. It's going to be, I think, a crack of a match, especially after Mahesh's phenomenal win yesterday, beating Marwan Shorbagi 3-love, that too. The world number 7, if I'm not mistaken, Yash.
Absolutely right, Rashad. Phenomenal win for Mahesh yesterday, and it's the first time he's ever defeated a top 10 player, and I think it's given him confidence to a lot of confidence for today's match as well. Really looking forward to a good match.
He's up against James Willstrop, former world number 1. I think Mahesh is going to
Time.
have his hands absolutely full. James played a really good match against Vikram last night. He's known on the circuit as the marksman, and that's basically because of his accuracy, his length hitting, his drop hitting. Obviously, he's had a hip surgery a couple of years ago, so his movement has been a little suspect, but he more than makes up for it with his accuracy and hitting. Yash, how do you see this match going? What's your prediction?
I feel it's going to be a very long match, but I feel it's going to be 3-1 to James. That's my prediction. What do you think, Rishad?
Yeah, I'm sort of leaning the same way. I just think purely on James's class, I think he's going to pull this match through. Obviously, Mahesh is younger, physically faster and stronger. But
Cci International 2019 quarterfinal match. Mahesh Mangaonkar of India to serve. James Willstrop of England to receive. Best of 5 games. Love all.
both players just feeling each other out with a bit of length hitting. I think if Mahesh is going to get the better of James, he's going to have to play a more attacking game than he's normally used to. He can't get pulled into backcourt. That's exactly what we're looking at, a nice backcourt.
One love.
But Rishad, as you were saying that James has obviously slowed down after his surgery, but he's still got the accuracy and the shots to which will bring him out of any tough situation.
Yeah, I agree with you, Yash. So far, it looked like Mahesh is there are no nerves. He's looking fairly relaxed out there, because a stage such as this can definitely overwhelm a younger player such as him. But he seems to have taken the situation in stride.
Yes, but if I'm not wrong, it's the first time both the players are playing each other, so it's surely going to be interesting to see how both of them make their plans. Tight squeeze there by Mahesh.
And out 2-1.
Nice backhand length. After a hard match like Mahesh had yesterday, his recovery would have been very important. You know, it'd be interesting to know, like in his post-match interview, he talked about having a couple of donuts after his match the night before. Maybe today at lunchtime he had some mutton bansak, you know. So, it'd be interesting to find out what exactly he's done.
Stroke to Willstrop.
So to Willstrop.
No, absolutely right.
Hand out.
The recovery in
2-0.
in a game like squash is essential thing. What are your thoughts on that, Rishad?
Yeah, absolutely. That's half the battle is done off the court as well, right? The preparation, the mental preparation,
3-2.
the rest, the recovery, the massage, etc. What you put into your body, your fluids, all of that is absolutely critical, especially for these very finely tuned athletes. That's an example.
4-2.
That's an example of James Willstrop's accuracy. Just a very simple length, but just dying in the back corner.
He's absolutely right. I feel he's one of the most accurate players on the tour, and the experience that he's got is vast. I feel that James has an edge over Mahesh today.
Down.
Again,
5-2.
another example of James's
Left box,
accuracy,
left box.
squeezing the arrow.
Listen, as we saw in that rally, he's taking that one extra second to delay the shot, which is keeping Mahesh on his toes. I feel that's an absolutely amazing skill to master, and it helps a lot.
Yeah.
6-2.
You hit the nail on the head, absolutely. It's the way James is able to hold the ball pretty much on every other shot. It puts his opponent stuck in his trap, just like that.
7-2.
Absolutely right, Rishad.
Mahesh is looking a little lost out here. And in all fairness, nothing to do with his game, but James is just playing at a very superior level right now.
8-2.
Absolutely right, Rishad. But what would you do if you were in Mahesh's situation right now?
I think to begin with, I feel that he's like he did on his first round match against Baptiste. He was a little bit too passive, and he's getting into that. He's getting into that funk of just being a little too passive. I think he needs to take the game to. He needs to take the game to
And out, 3-8.
Exploit some corners. Bring the burst in. Look at bringing the burst in to move James front to back as opposed to right now. Then there you go. There's the burst as opposed to side to side.
Yeah, absolutely right, Rishad. I agree to you on that completely. I feel Vikram was able to do that to some extent yesterday, but it was just that James was too strong for Vikram.
That's Vikram's natural game as well. No?
Down.
I think that was
And out, 9-3.
Even though Mahesh lost that rally, I thought it was a better rally that he played just from the perspective of his thought process and how he needs to go about this match. He was definitely more attacking, and he got James moving a bit, but unfortunately he brought in that unforced error. He's bringing the burst in, and that's what he needs to do. Yeah. That's not
10-3, game ball.
That's just sheer class on part of James Willstrop. Superb squash. Looked out.
Out. 11-3.
And
Game to Willstrop. Willstrop lead.
Mahesh is
One
looking a
game
little
to
lost
love.
out there. I don't think. Yep, absolutely.
I've never played any racket sport before. Then we went to the court, and that's where I saw Diksha, and I was inspired by her. been playing since 4 years now. I just started loving it.
Let's see how this pans out.
He's got the deadliest back and drop shot in the world, and I don't think any player in the world has got.
Somebody can volunteer with the headband.
James a little concerned about the sweat droplets on the court, asking Mahesh to put on a headband, but I don't think that Mahesh has a headband in his kit bag.
I don't know, but can he do that?
I mean, he can request, but there's no compulsion on the player to put on
5-3.
a piece of apparel that he may not be used to.
Down. 6-3.
As of now, I don't see any fatigue in either of the players. But if this match does carry on into that 45-minute to 1 hour mark, I would expect Mahesh to be the fresher. But we'll have to wait and see. And a lovely flick, lovely flick.
4-6.
I completely agree to you on that, Rashad. I feel Mahesh obviously has the home ground advantage, but I've been on the venue
5-6.
the past 3 days almost the entire time whenever players are hitting, and I've seen James Willstrop come on the glass court at 12:30 in the afternoon or 3 o'clock in the afternoon to
6-all.
sort of get used to the conditions. Yeah.
To the warmer conditions, yeah. But that's the professionalism in the man. Now from 4-6 from 4-6 we've gone in one very quick hand to 7-6, and these are advantages that James is definitely not going to let go of.
No, absolutely. I felt over there Mahesh tried to finish those points too quickly and get those quick points, but he could not.
That was a bit of a sketchy pickup. Not sure about that.
All pickups good, Mr. Willstrop. We saw it good. We saw it good.
And out 7-all.
Come on, Mahesh. On Mahesh.
Yes, let. There's sufficient interference. You would have played the ball.
What are your thoughts on that decision?
Yeah, I think that's a fairly simple.
Yes, let. 7-all.
Mahesh tripped over James's foot, and it wasn't a winning shot. So, yes, let is the right call.
I feel Mahesh has sort of gotten back into the slow game where James is very comfortable at this pace.
Yeah, he
push
needs
the pace up, and that might
pushing the
start
pace
troubling,
and looking for that short ball.
yes,
That was a
sir.
brilliant short ball,
Absolutely.
squeezing the arrow out of Mahesh, out of James.
8-7.
Come on, Mahesh. That's it, Mahesh. That's it. Come on. Going, Mahesh.
Left box.
There's some questions being asked whether we are getting paid for commentary. The answer is no. This is purely being done for the
Yes, left.
love of the game.
Yes, let. 8-7.
Left box.
Mahesh using that lob beautifully in this particular point. getting himself out of some major trouble. He's also slowing it down a little bit, and once again James putting in that backhand drop shot. Little bit of trouble there, Mahesh, on the back foot. Slowing it down. Got James. Mahesh. That's again class.
And out 8-all.
Absolute brilliant squash by James.
Absolutely, that's a phenomenal finish there by Willstrop.
James has picked up the pace a little bit. He's looking at the finish line for the second game. And that's just a fantastic mid-court post.
9-8.
Inch perfect above the tin.
Willstrop is using the deception very well. He's almost every second shot he's holding it for 1 extra second, which is troubling Mahesh, and it's becoming very hard for Mahesh to read.
He's found the nick, and
10-8 game ball.
And James has got a couple of game balls.
Yeah, spots of sweats.
On Mahesh.
Yash, I think if Mahesh goes down 2-love, I truly believe that he's going to have a hard time getting out of getting this match out.
No, I think yes. If he goes 2-love down, but if Mahesh is able to somehow pull this game, then I feel the pressure will automatically transfer onto James, and then I feel Mahesh has an even better chance to.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I think Mahesh has to fight for his life in these last few points if he's got a shot at pulling this match off.
You're right, Rishad.
Yes, led 10-8 game ball.
Right box. Right.
He'll get more confidence and finish it even faster than the first two games.
That was a missed opportunity to volley. Just kind of left James off the hook, and a loose ball could be trouble. James, big guy, dominating the tee. Once again, lovely lob, using the height of the front wall beautifully. It's a tough rally, really tough rally. Mahesh giving everything he's got, hanging in there.
Rishad, it's just astonishing to see the accuracy level of James Willstrop. Every single shot in this rally is accurate.
That's why he's called the marksman, Yash.
Absolutely right.
Oh, and Mahesh has squeezed the tin.
Just gripped the tin there.
Mahesh is able to squeeze the tin out of James.
And if I'm not mistaken,
big point here.
If I'm not mistaken, this is one of the first errors that the marksman has made in the entire match.
We'll have to have a check with our statistics team to see if that in fact is true. And he squeezed. He's
Perfect length there by Mahesh.
He's given James a taste of his own medicine.
Absolutely right.
Really inch perfect, accurate backhand length. And again, this could be trouble. Mahesh, that's very honest.
Yes, that's very good to see the Mahesh giving the point to giving.
11-10.
I don't think the referee saw carry, but it was very nice to see that Mahesh was honest.
The referees
enough
are
to-
sitting a good 10 rows back.
Absolutely, it's very tough to
yeah.
see from that, but it was very nice, very good gesture, Mahesh.
I think too many cross courts. And that's a lovely shot.
No let.
He's not going to get a let for that.
No let. Winning shot. No let.
Hand out. Let go.
Not sure the rules are on the commentator cheering for the players, but we'll take a look later.
Yeah.
James making Mahesh do a lot of work. And he's not going to get a let for that.
No let.
He's not going to get a let.
Yeah, you made every
You're
effort,
absolutely
but
right,
there was a line.
Rashad. James just made Mahesh move all four corners.
Hand out. 12-11 game ball.
No one is denying Mahesh's effort, but that ball was just way
Yes,
too good
you
and
did.
way too far.
Yes, you did. But
Mahesh's
there was
heart rate
minimum.
must
The
be
interference was minimum. You need to go. There was line to the right.
Beat per minute. That's how much Mahesh. That's how much Willstrop is making Mahesh move.
Crowd getting into it, spurring Mahesh on. They want their local boy to get this game, and then who knows what will happen.
On Mahesh!
All I can say is that Mahesh has shown himself in flying colors today. The second game has been a superb display of squash after being thoroughly outplayed in the first game.
12-11 game ball.
Let's see. Critical point here. That's tight again by James. Oh, Mahesh almost got the nick there. Nice forehand length, good pace.
Mahesh has just pushed the pace up.
Yeah. Needs to be a little brave. He's talked about being courageous the other day. He's definitely displaying courage today. Mahesh
Hand out.
got one more life.
Let's go, Mahesh! Come on, catch it, Mahesh!
I think both are a little winded, so there'll be a little extra court cleaning going on.
I think Mahesh should try and push a little more and take this chance that he's got.
Settle down, please.
Because I feel if he...
The photographer decided to go for a little walk on the right-hand wall, distracting the players, but we're back on. And
that's just thumped into the neck by Willstrop. I think we saw a couple of those shots by Faris Dasuki as well in the previous game.
Fourth game ball. Fourth game ball for James. Let's see if he's able to convert it. He's got the burst in there, got a little bit of opening.
There was some contact over there.
Stroke to Mangaonkar.
Huh?
Stroke to Mangaonkar.
Huh?
Yeah. There was contact in the
Isn't
backswing.
Isn't that, if I'm not...
There was significant contact, Mr. Willstrop, on the backswing.
There was contact on the backswing. As per the rules, that's a
Significant
stroke.
contact.
No.
Significant contact.
But as much as I know, the rule is if the swing is affected, then only that's when the
I think
the stroke is given.
The referees felt that the swing was affected, even though he was able to make contact with the ball, but it was affected, and more so, to a certain extent, prevented. Anyway, we're back on. Even some unlucky bounces. And James has one more game ball, excuse me. One more game ball for James. Mahesh is just hanging on for dear life here.
Hand out 14-13 game ball.
Well deserved break, I think, for both guys.
One Mahesh.
It's been a pretty long game there.
Stroke to Mangaonkar.
I think it's almost been 20 minutes.
Hand out 14 all.
Yeah, please.
Come on, Mahesh. Steady, 1 point at a time. One Mahesh now, come on.
Mahesh is able to get his first game ball.
15-14.
Let's see if he can convert
game
this.
ball.
It will be superb if he can convert this into a game.
Mahesh hunting the volley, trying to subtly increase the pace and take time away from James. And that ball was just way too tight, and he...
Hand out 15 all.
It was just too tight by Willstrop.
We've got a humdinger of a game going on, just going back and forth, back and forth. And James puts in a brilliant serve.
James brings a lot of variation on the serve. Once it's a hard serve in the wall, once it's a lob serve, and once it's a body line serve.
Well recovered by Mahesh. Both guys showing tremendous athleticism. Mahesh just pushing, trying to get the advantage. That's a
Stroke to Willstrop.
So to Willstrop.
I think Willstrop. I think Willstrop also shocked.
Quickly to the left.
No, he
Prevented
absolutely
his
should
direct
be.
line,
I
Mr.
feel,
Mangaonkar.
that
He
was
would have played the ball,
nowhere close to a
prevented his
stroke.
direct line.
What are your thoughts on that, Rashad?
He would have played the ball.
Willstrop
and
couldn't believe his
prevented
ears as
direct
well
line to the ball.
when he heard
No, it was right. The direct line was prevented.
the right call.
Please, Mangaonkar, contact warning, dissent.
I think the
Come on, Mahesh.
right call would have been a yes let. But anyway.
Right now, Rashad, in this situation, should Mahesh keep the rally going, or should he try and get a quick point?
No, he has to keep the rally going. He has to be a little careful here, not to go too early for the opening. Wait for the opening to present itself.
Stroke to Mangaonkar.
And Mahesh has got that
Stroke to Mangaonkar. And out. 16 all.
Come on, 1 point at a time, Mahesh. Come on. Yeah, Mahesh.
Let's go, Mahesh. Commentator getting a little excited there. And James puts in another phenomenal, what they call the Aussie boast.
Yes, absolutely.
And
in our lingo, the trickle boast, but
17-16 game ball.
James has been able to keep his nose ahead pretty much the entire of the second game. And he's closed it out.
I feel that's one of the best volley drives I've ever seen.
18-16 games to Willstrop. Willstrop leads 2 games to love.
The first tournament I ever won when I was 8, 2002. I wasn't supposed to go for the nationals, and I somehow ended up winning.
As James had requested, so I don't know if that's really going to make much difference on the sweat droplets, but I think that's fair play on
Willstrop leads
Mahesh's side.
2 games to love. Love all.
You're right, it won't make much difference, but it's just that the conditions are such that any player would sweat
Yeah.
this much.
Yeah, it's I got the distinct feeling, Yash, towards the end of the second game that there was a bit of fatigue creeping into James's legs.
Right, but
Let's see how that pans out. But Mahesh is just picking up everything. He's actually playing some of the best squash I've ever seen him play.
absolutely right. I mean, if I'm not wrong, then you've seen him since he was 9-10 years old, and
yeah,
and I've seen him for a while now. I've almost known him for
Throw
10
to
years.
play the ball
I think,
now.
without
Minimal
a doubt, this is
interference.
the
I want you
best
to
squash
play those
he's
balls. Minimal
played
interference.
so far.
No, you're
Over there,
heading
Rishabh, do you think
for
he had
correct penalty.
he had another
You're heading for a correct
line?
penalty, Ms. Mangaonkar.
Over there, do you think he had another line to the ball?
Again, another staggering decision. I don't think I should say much more than that. And James is just going to take advantage of that. That decision, that no-let decision, has gone into Mahesh's head a little bit. He needs to recompose himself. Oh, and
Staggering shots there by Mangaonkar.
I feel he needs to keep working James, keep working James.
Stop. Please do not move during the rally. Settle down, please.
The lady doesn't know that she's being spoken to right now. Okay, so she's sat down now. Better late than never. And he's slotted the ball, service in the neck.
2 all. Come on, that's it, Mahesh. 1 point at a time.
Too tight, didn't even pass the half.
And
line.
out. 3-2.
James looking for sweat droplets to clean up.
I feel it could be another tactic that he's using to buy himself time.
Undoubtedly, Yash.
Like you said, he was looking a little fatigued towards the end of the second game.
Yeah. And I see Mahesh is left off exactly where he ended up on the second game. He's playing great squash, hanging in there.
Yes, left. The contact was significant here, it was very minimal. No.
James trying to make a point.
That's a very
Yes,
good
left.
point, but
3-2.
as the referee said in the last point, the
Let's continue, gentlemen.
the contact was a little more than this time.
Yeah. That ball just a bit too loose. Mahesh is getting punished for that.
Absolutely. And
4-2.
James taking full advantage of a loose shot by Mahesh Mangaonkar.
On Mahesh.
There was nothing in
Court
that.
service, please.
5-2.
Any
Winning
contact
shot,
or
no
anything.
left.
There was no contact in that at all. That was just
Winning shot. No. It's a no let, Mr. Mangaonkar. That's a winning shot.
Come on, Mahesh. Come on. Let's go, Mahesh. Come on, Mahesh. You can do it. Come on. 1 point at a time.
No further discussion.
Let's go, Mahesh. Come on, Mahesh.
Mahesh needs to just recompose himself and not get into banter with the referee. It's not going to get him anywhere.
Absolutely right. He's just losing concentration there. And
6-2.
Come on, Mahesh. Come on.
5-2, correction. 5-2.
And
just good
James
technique,
just
good
clipping the tin.
And out. 3-5.
Come on, Mahesh. Come on. Come on, Mahesh.
Down.
That's
And
a mental error.
6-3.
Come on, Mahesh. Come on.
That was just a mental error on Mahesh's part. There was no need for that. He needs to be constructing the rallies, trying to continue to put work into James's legs, and at the same time being positive,
absolutely right.
which he has been over the last game and a half.
I feel that the argument with the referee on 6-1 that is just struck him mentally and
His rhythm, yeah, absolutely.
Out.
I think we can see James also
And out. 4-6.
slowed down, and if I'm not wrong, his legs have started to become a bit heavy now.
Yes, left.
Sigh of relief.
Yes, left.
From Mahesh that a let was given. He showed intent to get through to the ball.
Yes, left. There was sufficient difference in this.
Yes, left. 4-6.
How did James pick that up?
Mahesh taking
5-6.
full advantage of the loose shot given there by Mahesh.
That's a good point. Good point by Mahesh, but James also showing his picking up ability.
Rashad, I was hitting on the glass this morning.
Yeah.
And when I get a ball on the front court, it's very easy to sort of make out where the opponent is. Like if he's already moved to the left side or right side, when you can see the reflection on the front wall. I feel that's a very good. That's an absolute
beauty by Mahesh. He's drawn even.
6-all.
He's drawn even in this third game.
Come on, Mahesh,
Right box. Mangaonkar, right box.
So Rashad, as I was saying, I think the PSA players as well use this as a trick to disguise the opponent.
Yep, I see what you're saying. That's a brilliant shot, and he's got it on the front wall. And
Come on, Mahesh.
7-6.
Come on. Keep going, Mahesh, keep going.
Stroke to Mangaonkar.
that's the right decision.
That's a very good decision by the.
Stroke to Mangaonkar. 8-6.
Come on, Mahesh, you've got him, Mahesh. Come on, Mahesh.
Mahesh should take advantage of the 2-point lead that he's got. That's an absolutely
And out.
brilliant
7-8.
drop there on the back and front corner by Willstrop.
Come on, Mahesh.
Seems similar pattern to the second game, where Mahesh had a couple of
7-8.
had a couple of 3-point lead, and James is crawling his way back. And that'll be a stroke.
Stroke to Mangaonkar.
Stroke to Mangaonkar. Hand out. 9-7.
Mahesh is showing some incredible fighting ability here.
Come on, Mahesh.
And that's a phenomenal
10-7. Game ball.
Come on, Mahesh, one more, come on.
That's once
Hand
again
out. 8-10. Game ball.
James using his flicks to get the better of Mahesh. Mahesh still has two game balls.
Would you go for a nick, Rashad, if you get a loose shot now?
No, I don't think so. I'd stick to my game plan where I just keep constructing the rallies and wait for the opening. It's shown a lot of dividends to Mahesh.
Stroke to Mangaonkar.
Stroke to Mangaonkar.
And Mahesh wins that third game. And we've got a match on our hands here. Superb game by Mahesh. Superb game.
As I was saying, now the
Lebanese came to Mangaonkar,
pressure is
who's
really
off
transferred
leads
on.
to games.
It was 2 years ago that I played my first international tournament, so I was really nervous going into the tournament. But I had this feeling that I could reach the finals. I was 10-9 up. My opponent hit a 10. And that moment he hit a 10, I just actually couldn't believe that I actually won the match. So from that point, I've just realized that that is all I want to be doing.
About to kick off the fourth game.
Willstrop leads 2-1. Mangaonkar to serve. Love all.
I feel in the third game Mahesh went in very strong and tactically played a very good game. I feel if he can continue that in the fourth also, then
Yeah, but James, as he normally does, has started off the game with on a very positive note, slotting in the forehand volley nick. Mahesh hunting the volley, that's good to see, showing that he's not going to be passive and continue to taking the game to Willstrop. Oh, this is turning out to be a brilliant rally.
Absolutely right, Rishad.
It's got everything in it. And
Both players are
trademark.
Yes, let.
Oh, that's a very good decision by the referee.
That's a fair decision by the
Yes,
referee.
let.
Ball, I
One
think,
out.
just about past him.
In that rally, both players made each other work a lot.
Yeah.
Right.
On Mahesh!
Oh, that's just clipping the tin.
2 love.
Come on, Mahesh, come on!
James taking his time, slowing the pace down a little bit during points, getting that extra lungful of air. And James stepped on his foot as he went to recover from the boss, asking for a let.
Yes, let.
Yes, let. 2 love.
Interesting decision. I'm not sure because he's given the let after the stroke has been hitten.
Yes,
Hit,
exactly.
rather.
And Mahesh
So,
about to play the second shot after
yeah.
Mahesh, after
But
James stepped on.
James seems to have taken it in stride. He recognizes the interference. He's a. That won't be a let.
Superb
No let.
shot by Willstrop there. He saw that. He saw.
Ball was passed.
He saw.
Line bend. Yes, please.
He saw Mahesh's
No let.
loose
3
crossbar
love.
coming and
Yeah.
just thumped it into the. And I think Willstrop has used his taken his space and used his space well.
Yeah.
I think that's what
out.
Mahesh needs to be doing more now. Try and push him up and down.
On Mahesh.
There's James using that height, getting a loose ball out of it.
Slow down. Right
The
over
pace
here.
has slowed down, you're right. And that's only to James's advantage. Mahesh needs to force it a little bit. Force it doesn't just take away time from James.
Yeah, absolutely right. If he can try and cut down those lobs, if possible, then
That's better.
something like that, yeah.
That's much better. That's a great shot there.
No let.
It won't be a let.
No let. 2-3.
Mahesh constructed that point very well. If he can continue doing this, then
Again,
No
lovely
let.
shot. He won't get ball, was just a
Line
bit too
to the
far
right.
ahead.
absolutely, I think he needs to
There
keep
was
doing
a
this,
line to
try and
the
move
right.
him up and
Then-
down.
No let. 3 all.
James has started to struggle in the front court a little bit.
Yeah, I do see that, Yash. Which is why I think he may not get a let there.
No let.
No, he won't get a let there. It's a bit too tight.
Winning shot. Continue. Yes, please. Yes, please. Continue.
I think Mahesh needs to
4-3.
get away
And
from
out.
banter with the
4-3.
referee and just focus on the game at
There
hand.
was no reason to argue over there.
Yeah, I agree.
There was a clear no let.
And that's a brilliant ball. It's nice
And
to see.
out. 4 all.
Nice to see James acknowledging a good shot there.
That's a true sportsman.
Yeah, James is
spirit
an absolute
that, yeah.
gentleman on the court. There's no doubt about that. Plays the game in the absolute right spirit of it.
That's required in all sports.
And he's found that. He's found a nick there.
And out. 5-4.
Come on, Mahesh, come on. Never mind, Mahesh. Next point, next point.
Yes, let. Yes, let. Sufficient interference will stop on that ball. He would have played the ball and there was sufficient interference.
There seems to be some.
Yes, let 5 for court service, please, quickly.
A bit of a language barrier here.
He would have played the ball
James
and
not
there was
able to
sufficient
comprehend
interference.
Shrikant's.
No, he would have played the ball.
Anyway, we've got the court cleaners on,
5-4.
1 point at a time, 1 point at a time.
giving both the guys a bit of a well-needed break.
Come on, Mahesh, you've got him, come on.
And it's a brilliant ball.
It's an absolute beauty there.
And out. 5 all.
I think James was looking for the body line serve.
Absolutely, and
I think Mahesh anticipated that,
and that's good. That's good to see Mahesh look for the volley there. And James is playing.
Stroke to Mangaonkar. You prevented him.
I don't think that
Yes.
was a stroke.
You
Maybe a
played the
net,
shot,
but
move
surely
into
not.
the incoming play.
I sometimes wonder whether we're watching the same match.
So Mangaonkar, 6-5.
That's a good one, Rashad.
Anyway, back to business here. Again, I think
Yes, lad.
there's enough interference for that.
Yes, lad. 6-5.
You know, we
Willstrop a little shocked over there.
yeah. What we want to see is clean, flowing squash. Unfortunately, the referee's gotten involved a little bit too much in this game. We hope both players sort of clean it up a little bit and we see some good clean squash. They might just be very, very wary about playing that ball too high too often. It's only going to benefit James. Again, Mahesh
Absolutely right, Rashad.
slowing it down a bit too much. That could be trouble. Oh, he's recovered well. James just happy to put it up there. This is a hard rally. And that's just
That was an amazing rally there by Mangaonkar.
Right box.
That's an absolutely brilliant rally by Mahesh. Put in a hell of a lot of work into James's legs. He's got himself again a 2-point lead. And that's a
8-5.
That's a stunner there by
That's
Mahesh.
a stunner. I would only say that is a Willstrop-esque shot. Mahesh just has to keep his cool over here. That's too good.
And out.
That's a super low kill there by.
Seems like James has waited ages to hit that ball and just.
Court service, please.
I think both players now are happy to have court service come on a little more frequently.
Absolutely right. I feel this the low cross court kill that James played. I think it's very useful on a court like this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Come on, Mahesh, come on!
6-8.
Oi!
Just clipped it in again there, Mahesh.
7-8.
James has an uncanny ability of just
You've got this, Mahesh, come on!
recovering the deficit. He's now brought a 3-point deficit to 1. That's a
Yes, lad.
simple let there.
Yes, lad. 7-8.
Come on, Mahesh, come on!
Stop. Saw a carry on the. I saw a carry on the sideboard, please. I saw a carry.
Come on, never mind, never mind!
I saw the ball carried, Mr. Mangaonkar.
Rashad, dude.
Never mind, Mahesh, never mind!
Come on, Mahesh.
Never mind!
Do you think that was carried, Rashad?
8-all.
It didn't look like a clean ball to me, but
I think it was just that
hit
the ball, yeah, it hit the frame.
and went in a bit of a. It's a tough call there, and I just hope that Mahesh is able to compose himself and keep it going. Anyway, we're back to 8-all. James slowing it down. That's a inch perfect length by Mahesh, and he's hit the 10. That was not required.
9-8.
Come on, Mahesh, come on!
Stroke to Mangaonkar.
So to Mangaonkar, hand out 9-all.
Very critical stage of the game match here. 9-all in the fourth.
Absolutely. Change in direction. Mahesh has got the lob out.
Oh, that's absolutely.
Court service, please.
I think again there was no contact for Mahesh to fall down.
That was just a
shot.
He's just trying to buy more time by getting the court service in.
Yeah. We've got a match ball here, 10-9.
Mahesh, you can do it. Come on, come on. Focus, focus. Focus, Mahesh. It's on, Mahesh, come on. Focus, Mahesh.
James making sure the clear court is absolutely spotless.
Come on, Mahesh, come on.
Broken racket. Racket change. Willstrop.
James has broken his string there.
String or racket. That helps with a little more time. I think James is going to come out fresh as a daisy when he's going to serve for match ball.
He's got those 30 seconds there. And, absolutely try and finish.
He's on his way back, showing no sense of urgency. Within full right to do so. So we've got a match ball at our hand.
Come on.
And then James Willstrop serving match ball. 10-9.
Let's see. Everyone on the edge of the seats. Ball stayed in. That's it.
Yes. An absolutely lovely winner there by Willstrop, and solid effort by Mangaonkar. Solid effort by Mangaonkar.
Phenomenal effort by Mahesh. Really well played. Fantastic squash.
Match to Willstrop.
And we'll be back tomorrow with more live action. Stay tuned on India Squash TV.
That's it from the CCI. Good night.
How do you feel?
Very tired right now. I'm very, worked. I feel like I've really worked hard on there. He had pushed me so hard. I didn't feel very comfortable. I couldn't really get positions and time and control really of the game. And that's how good he is. You can't beat Marwan in the way he did last night. So the good thing was that I was ready for it. I had to be.
And you're up against the Cci tomorrow, who has looked very dominating on court, very comfortable. So any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, it's very good. Yeah, great to see Faris back. He's had a long time out, very long time, and I've been there myself. It's not easy. So what he's going through right now, he said I heard him saying how he was enjoying it, and that's exactly how you feel when you've had time out and you start to realise how lucky I guess you are to be running around like someone headless on the squash court every day for a living. It's a good job to do. So I think he's missed it, and who knows? I mean, he's probably in a bit of an unknown territory. I feel all right, and hopefully it's just clean and good and fair, and we have a good scrap.
Congratulations, we'll see you again tomorrow. It's okay. Alright, that's the end for today, guys. Thank you so much for coming. We'll see you again tomorrow.